Greetings, dear ones, whether you are live or watching this as a video, even if it's not 222 when you're watching this, worry not because it has the same power and this portal is timeless. So we can access it through our personal, or I should say, our planetary numerological dates. However, it's a timeless portal that this time, 222, 2022, gives us a special access point to it. So just wanted to say that. So I'm going to talk a little bit for a couple of minutes about what we're doing. Then we're going to jump right into the transmission, and a couple of words that I wanted to say about it. One, that we're going to work with the Merkaba tonight, which I do not believe I've done yet in these channelings. And for if anybody doesn't know, a Merkaba is a tetra double helix. I think that's what it is. Yeah, basically picture a three-dimensional Star of David, or two pyramids, one pointing up and one pointing down. And that's your Merkaba shape. And because of the sacred geometry, as it connects to the flower of life pattern, it serves as it's what's called an ascension light vehicle. So if you access the power of the Merkaba, that can safely take you into other frequencies, like other realities, other dimensions, and the very shape of it can take you beyond the fourth dimension into the fifth dimension and higher. So what that means basically is that we perceive, we're in three dimensions: height, width, and length, right? Those are the three dimensions. The fourth dimension is time. So when you enter into the fourth dimension, you master time. But then from the fifth dimension on, there's spiritual dimensions that our physical senses cannot comprehend, but by utilizing the power of this sacred geometry, we can start to enter. There's other ways we can start to enter into these higher realms and these levels of higher consciousness. So, hi everybody that's in. Let me put the specs on and see who's here. Good evening, Janice and Sharita and everybody. Yes, so 222, 2022. A lot of twos. Two is a lunar energy, as the number two numerology relates to the powers of the moon, which are the powers of reflection. So in this energy, in this numerological quality, we can tap into the lunar energies and enter what I'm calling the lunar portals. It may not be called that, but that's the name. And it comes out to a 3 in numerology, and as Sharita aptly pointed out and corrected my post, it's not a 12 numerology, it's a 30, because 22 is a master number. It's the 22nd day. So 30 stands alone as far as the meaning of the number 3 because of the 0 with it. So even though 3 is very expansive and very social, with 30 we can really go inward and tap into our heart and our inner essence that way. So the numerology is very conducive for this work. So we're going to work with the Merkaba. And I also wanted to, for those that don't know how to charge your water, to give you a quick lesson on how to do that. So water is very malleable to human vibration, and according to the studies and the experiments done by Dr. Emoto, if you can get the pressure and the temperature just right, your emotions will affect how the water crystals formulate. So if your emotional energy and frequency is very happy, very loving, and very grateful, it forms very symmetrical and very smooth um, geometrical patterns. But if you have anxiety or anger or any of the more survival or the more frenetic and chaotic emotion, the water crystals that are formed are chaotic. So it just goes to show, we're 70% water, the Earth's 70% water. Water's malleable. It's malleable to vibration. So all you have to do is clear your mind, open your heart. Everything happens when we open our heart. We start to enter into our higher spiritual dimensions through the emotion of gratitude, appreciation, and love, because then we vibrate with the universe that vibrates on a higher octave of our heart's coherent frequency. So the coherent frequency of the heart is gratitude, appreciation, compassion, love. That's what hearts want to do. And by doing spiritual work, doing these transmissions, say, and other spiritual work, it helps to bring our heart back into coherence, which brings our brains into coherent brainwave patterns, which aligns us with the universe, which aligns us with spirit or source or our higher selves. So as we charge our water, we just open our heart, and as you inhale, you bring energy in, the energy of love. So as you expand your heart in love, you start to visualize an even greater love, a greater energy forming around you, and then you merge and join with that. And as you exhale, then you project all that love into your water, and you can even say things like health, happiness, joy, and do that for, it doesn't have to be even that long. As you inhale, draw the energy, feel the energies around you, draw it into your heart. Exhale from your heart, draw it through your arms and through your hands and project it into the water, not the glass or not the surface of the water, but inside the water, and charge it with your vibrations of love and health, and then drink it. Water can get very kind of, we'll say, off kilter from the copper pipes and the shapes of the pipes and a whole lot of things. So, in this time where we're really in this kind of battle, like this war against consciousness, where we're working on awakening, and then there's forces that are trying to prevent the awakening. These little things can make a difference to keep you in that higher vibration and to help to shield you from, I don't want to say the negative, but the more, I guess, lower vibrations is the only way I can describe it right now. Anyway, that's how you charge water. So let's see, what else do we want to talk about? So we're going to work with the Merkaba, the Ascension Light Vehicle. I work with, and I'm starting to understand more and more the guides that work with me in this transmission. I do believe they're interdimensional and probably interplanetary, but I really resonate with the Arcturian energies. So they're basically the energies that work with me. But because it's a 2-day, which is the moon, which is water, we may get Archangel Gabriel or one of the archangels coming in. And the idea with the number 2 in this portal is to really heal deep wounds of the subconscious so that we can ascend into higher frequencies. So we're already in high frequencies, but when we hold on to subconscious patterns that are holding us back in some way, or if we're locked into fear, guilt, anger, and those emotions, we kind of separate ourselves from that energy. Oh, I just got a wave of energy through my head. I think they're trying to say it's time to start. So I think I've explained this enough. So let's dive right on in. And I think we're going to start with doing the sound Om. And Om is a sacred sound. The sun vibrates in the frequency of Om, and the earth does also, because the sun created the earth, and because the cosmos created the sun. If you chant Om, you can vibrate at the high frequencies of the universe, and you can connect with the physical sun, and through that connect with the central sun. And again, as we work with the Merkaba, that allows us to astral travel to other dimensions, other times, other realities, so to speak. And we live in a multi-universe. So this universe is one, but an infinite number of universes and possibilities that exist. So the way to do Om is take a deep inhale. And when you start your Om, feel the energy at your root chakra. And then as you're doing the Om, about 15 seconds, slowly let it spiral up your center line to activate your sacrum, then your solar plexus, then your heart, then your throat, then your third eye, and your crown on the final So when you get to that final you expand out of the crown and into infinity. So I'll do this 3 times, and then we'll get right into the meditation. And as we're doing the meditation and I'm leading it, my guide will start to activate my energetic fields, and in turn that'll activate your energetic fields, raise your frequencies to the higher vibration and frequency, approaching the threshold that is necessary for the DNA codes of ascension to awaken. So this is basically assisting in that work and helping to safely raise your frequencies. And there may be some light language. In fact, they're saying, yes, there's definitely going to be light language. So this is an energetic language that assists in activating the DNA. So it's kind of like a soul language. And I don't know what I'm saying. And then there'll be other verbal channeling probably, I want to say, but it's mostly an energetic channel. So when I do this work, I'm a conscious channel. I'm not in trance. I'm kind of working with them, but not checking out and then working through me. So it's sort of a hybrid of my mediumship training and things that I started to do about 2 years ago or so. So I think we're ready now. My guides were like, all right, continue your explanation. We'll hang on there. All right, so let's get nice and relaxed and just start to tune into your breath for a moment. And let's do a little long, deep breathing to lead into this. And the first step is, as you inhale, just imagine, just like before when we were imagining and visualizing this layer or being surrounded by this energy of love and light and spirit. Inhale that into your heart, circulate that around your body and aura. And when you exhale, release all tensions, worries, fears, the governments, the news, all the stuff that's going on in the world. The more that we can be in our relaxation and at ease, the more we can open to higher frequencies. The more we do that, the more we can positively affect the world. And I believe what I'm going to do at the end of this transmission is do a little bit of heart activation, and collectively we'll send a little bit of energy where it's needed right now. Ukraine, Russia, and anywhere else in the world where there's conflicts and wars, because we only hear maybe about 3 to 5% of what's going on. They're saying even less than that. So we're hearing maybe 1% of what's going on in the world, but there's a lot more. So the news is selective, and there's an agenda behind it, and um, and it doesn't diminish, the problems that are going on in Russia and Ukraine by any means. But the thing is that we want to be aware that there's much more that's going on. And the solution is to become conscious, is to awaken and to assist others in becoming awakened. And once that happens, then you start to become aware, you start to understand what your job is in this new world. Are you going to be more of a diplomat or more of an activist or more of a writer or a musician or a teacher or what it is? So anyways, sorry. We're starting now. So again, nice big inhale, inhaling love and light into your heart, circulate that around, and exhale and release back to the universe any anxieties, fears, worries, and all that stuff. So take a couple more deep breaths like that, and slowly start to feel your shoulders relaxing, feeling all tension starting to leave your shoulders. And feeling your cheeks and chin relaxing, and your forehead, temples relaxing. Inhaling the love and the light of the universe around you. Exhaling and releasing. Feeling your arms, your elbows, your wrists and hands relaxing. Feeling your body, your torso relaxing, your hips and legs, ankles and feet all relaxing. Letting go, getting nice and relaxed. Inhaling love, exhaling, releasing tensions and worries and energies you don't need anymore. And we shall begin to work with the Om. So let's take a nice big inhale. And just follow along. Inhale. And inhale. And breathe deep and relaxed. We are here to assist you with your ascension process at this time and to avail you to the higher frequencies available through your sun and through your central sun as reflected through the moon's energy and the moon's light. Just relax. We're going to begin to raise the frequencies. So just relax and breathe. There is much work being done on behalf of your world behind the scenes through other intelligences that are very aware of the shifts that are happening. It is sort of tantamount, we shall say, for those who understand this language, of a society beginning to learn warp speed, as it were, as is very known in your pop culture, and we are able to access the channels, minds, and experiences to give you messages. So understand that your society is getting ready to enter warp speed and consciousness now, and you have attracted a lot of attention from the cosmos, from interplanetary and interdimensional intelligences that are here to help guide you through these miraculous changes. We understand that there are advances in medicines that are already available, yet they're not available. We also understand that there is a system of greed and control in your world that does not wish for these innovations and inventions to be available at this time. But the changes are happening, and the technology is shall we say, a mental technology, an energetic technology, as it is a physical technology as well. As we assist you in opening these portals, you will experience some very deep emotional cleansing and purging, and that will in turn light up the DNA codes to help you to heal yourselves from things that maybe your doctors haven't been able to help you to heal from. Much of the illness in your world is from the energy shifts. It's from the lack of understanding. It's from the siphoning of your power, of your personal power, your spirit, and your very soul to serve a master who is a greedy master and one who has sacrificed their soul or sacrificed their spiritual connections in order to serve, we shall say, a dark agenda, for lack of a better word. We always find language limiting, but trust as we increase the frequencies and connect more with your vibration, trust the feelings behind the words of this channel. For there is where the truth lies. Language is an energy. It's a communication of energy. That is the true universal language, and it starts with the energy of love. And your jobs at this time is to be the love and to expand in the love, to assist a smooth transition into the brave, bright new world that awaits you on your planet and in your societies. Things must tear down to be rebuilt. The tower must fall on the dark night of the collective soul for the sun to rise in beautiful splendor and glory, and a new light and energy is reborn. This is about rebirth. This is about initiation. This is about remembrance of your true self, your true nature, who you are beyond the body, the illusion of the flesh. For as you come into the world and as you leave the world, you are immortal, soul, energy, spirit, in a very temporary human body. This is your classroom. This is your simulation, as it were, in order to grow and to build. And at this time, you are serving a very important purpose. We thank you for the sacrifices you have made to be here on your planet at this time. Time, understand, is fluid. You have many visitors from the future at this time, as that's what it means to enter the fifth dimension. It means you have mastered the illusion of time, the fourth dimension. Relax as we raise the frequencies. Very crucial time indeed, as you are presently in the excess of all time, or shall we say the center of the indefinable circle with no circumference. It changes its shape, changes its form in milliseconds, as every moment changes you until you become present. Then you become the change. And at that moment, you stay constant as the world around you changes. This is part of the illusion and the mystery of time. For no matter what time it is, it's always now. So you're basically working to loosen, shall we say, your energy fields. Just relax. Relax your breathing. And your elders, your ancestors have left you with, shall we say, a puzzle to solve. As you were born from alien DNA approximately 200,000 years ago in your Earth time, to be intermixed with your proto-human DNA to create a species of higher vibration and higher intelligence that can evolve and grow on the physical earth. And the riddles, the puzzle pieces have been left all around your world, all around your planet. And each holder of one of the puzzle pieces believes they have the whole answers, but in truth, they only have one piece. So we speak on things like your ancient scriptures, your myths, when your alien ancestors visited your people and the myths of the gods were formulated through these interactions, through the birth of religion, from Judaism to Christianity to Buddhism. And your natives of your America holds an important piece of that puzzle, or several pieces. And then those in China and the Orient hold another piece of the puzzle. But through each puzzle piece, the whole of the puzzle is accessible. All paths lead to salvation, to freedom, to spirit, to soul, to finding your complete self and your complete natures and your complete truth. And start to visualize now the shape of a Merkaba, or a three-dimensional Star of David. It's really five-dimensional and beyond. So you can visualize that as such also. And imagine the Merkaba is around you in a amethyst, purple, violet, or clear quartz color, or rose quartz pink. And you'll know which is your color. Oh, okay. And a few of you may have a emerald green or an electric blue Merkaba, but trust what is given to you and imagine that you are inside of this Merkaba. It is around you and it starts to spin rapidly in all directions. And then your Merkaba-shaped aura, as it's moving, it's such rapid intensity of energy, begins to appear as a luminous egg of energy around you. But as you activate this energy, you start to become, shall we say, transcendent. You are no longer limited by the body, limited by the mind, limited by your programming and teaching, and you are universal, you are consciousness, you are energy. And you can go anywhere, you can be anywhere, you can do and be anything and anyone. And allow this energy to activate you. Allow it to spin faster now. Faster, faster. Shitaya fesa inama kusana shila and shumakade sola puma. Chubako somache eham hasabaha. It's a agajapa iana esha. Usalakama kalam ikama hibasabo chamama hibasabe chamakopa ayapotopoda usala unshiba se fisena ku ayanopa teshale ufasina maya se la punya enga fasaya manga koma ayakunkusaya ala emashima kua eso Vila koshea bala oishin tu mashoni kanchu mashoni kabaya se fankushe napula and tushe amasefa yabo sela yapo ushala ekano salamianto so Vaina Eyan Maya Tosha Ayasoya Maitamashe Hutama Gonkan Nesu Egba Herber Abe Siyom Mayan Bashise Ina Mana Ashome Ashabe Mashabe Tinama Ta Mashabe Opala Fine. Te kushe. Abakuba amase la foche tumasa. Homa. We are complete with this part of the transmission at this time. Feel the lightness of your being and the expansiveness of your being at this time. Feel the expansion of the heart center and begin to join with all the brothers and sisters in this circle at this time, both seen and unseen, both here on this live transmission, as well as those that come later on in the recorded transmission. Feel the connection, feel the expansion, feel the growth, feel the love, feel the camaraderie. Mostly feel the love and feel it expanding, joining the other circles, the other channels. As we work with this channel, we work with thousands others, thousands, doing the same work, yet tailored to their own unique vibrations, frequencies, and experiences. Never, ever feel alone. In these times, many of you are star seeds, many of you are light workers, many of you feel disconnected, but you are never alone. Anytime you feel alone, remember to be present, open your heart and start breathing, and you feel the love of the cosmos. You feel the beings of light, your spirit guides, your angels, your deceased loved ones are all with you. And you feel the connection to your human communities, your animal communities, your extraterrestrial communities, your trees, your plant communities. As you take a deep breath in and a deep exhale, you affect the vibrations of this entire massive community. You are, yes, indeed, that powerful. Yet you are a humble part of a much greater whole. And your existence is serving the whole. And how do you serve the whole? You serve the whole by serving yourself. Not in a selfish way, mind you, but in an empowering way. Knowing when to say no. Knowing when to put your boundaries up. Knowing when your time is your time and your energy is your energy. And not compromising on this. This is how you connect with your higher self and your higher truth. This is how you can be the most assistant to those who require your help and assistance at this and any given moment. But understand, dear children, many are in the programming, and anybody who's programmed by the powers that be are accessible by those powers. Do not allow those people to drain your energies. Be in your power, be in your heart, and you discern the difference. You understand. And the term is used, psychic vampires. Breathe, relax. Relax and breathe. Feel your heart expanding through your body, connecting through the communities of light workers, of star seeds, of brothers and sisters in this circle at this time. Feel your heart and your aura and your energy expanding into the fields that connects with all your brothers and sisters doing this work of awakening, of ascension, of assisting. Connect with those star beings, those interplanetary and interdimensional intelligences that are working with your species to assist in this big shift and awakening that is happening. Allow them to be your guides. Anytime that you feel frightened or alone or threatened, remember to begin to breathe from the heart. Expand the heart. Breathe from the heart. Feel your heart expand through and around your body. Feel the presence of spirit, and know that you are always safe and protected no matter what happens on your world. It is a beautiful awakening, and you are safe. You are empowered. You are love. Feel your heart expanding. Feel the frequencies of gratitude, appreciation, and love expanding through the heart center, expanding through your body, your chakras, your aura, feeling your brain, your mind expanding in the frequencies of gratitude, appreciation, and love. And collectively, as we do this, we assist one another, we draw on each other's power to bring forth the heart-brain coherence on steroids at this time. The massive wave of heart energy feel projected deep, deep into the heart of the corrupt overlords of your world, the politicians, the business people, the controllers, the ones who dictate the flow of money and power. Project this light and love of soul deep into the heart of the corruption, so they too may have an opportunity to begin to feel the resonance of spirit. And once you feel and connect with spirit, you connect with love, and you absolutely cannot commit atrocities against your fellow man, woman, child, planet. Continue to expand at the heart. Continue to project the resonance of the heart to where it's needed the most. Project it into your global conflicts, the power plays where so many innocents must be affected through the greed and the illusions, the lust of power, which is an illusion of separation of source and spirit. But no matter what happens, no matter what you see and experience, no matter what atrocities that take place, understand the body, the physical life is temporary. And no matter what a human goes through in their earth life, when they leave the body, it's like it never even happened. It's like waking from a dream. It's like it never even happened. We only say this not to diminish the suffering on your world or diminish the care and compassion for those. We just wish for you not to get swept up in sorrow and pity for others, but rather to ascend into the higher frequencies of compassion rather than pity. You're doing well. Just slow your breathing down a little bit more. As we now do the final step of opening the portals to the mysteries hidden on the opposite side of your moon, of your satellite, built to keep your planet in its predictable and favorable orbit around your physical sun. Your world is engineered by very high intelligences. We are overjoyed at the huge step you are about to make and are indeed making at this time. Expand in love. Allow that Merkaba to keep spinning, allowing you higher consciousness, the ability to travel to other dimensions, other times, other realities, and to connect and integrate those realities into we'll say, your energetic heart, your heart chakra, your heart center. Allow all these energies now to integrate within your heart and feel the light within and around you expanding. And for those who are ready and are able to reach the threshold, allow the dormant DNA strands numbered 6 and 7 to now activate, and number 5 as well to activate. Now we're going to ground the frequencies. Start to deepen your breathing. Allow yourself to feel your center line. Feel the energy coming down through your upper crown chakra into your crown, down your center line, filling your sacral chakra. And from there, imagine an anchor dropping down through the floor, into the ground, deep into the earth, anchoring you and reconnecting you with Mother Earth as you start to feel the Merkaba slowing down. And assimilating the frequency of the high vibrational Merkaba into your energy fields at this time. Start to feel grounded, feel centered. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Okay, and I'm just looking at the numbers. I see, probably about 20 of you. You came in somewhere in the middle of this. So absolutely feel free to go back and redo the whole meditation and everything. That was a good one. That was powerful. Now, we're going to be feeling this for a while. Drink a lot of water. As these increased frequencies affect the cells of our body, they actually help us to detox, and they create kind of biological, physiological reaction in the body. So you want to flush out any byproducts from this energetic work, and work a lot with the heart. I have a fair amount of videos on heart-brain coherence. It's a compassion exercise. Heart Math Institute. I don't know if they invented it. I don't know. I mean, Joe Dispenza, Greg Braden, and people like that talk a lot about that practice also. But the idea is to increase the emotional frequencies of the heart, and to do that 3 times a day. But in between, when you're not doing your meditation or you're not doing any heart work or expansion, feel gratitude several times a day, especially if you're having a kind of a bummer of a day, or if you're feeling all the stress of the society and you catch yourself, go into presence, get out of your head and go into presence, go into your breath and feel your heart expanding and feel gratitude in that moment. And I say this a lot, but we always get a few new people. But the reason that gratitude is so important, and why virtually every spiritual teacher or law of attraction coach under the sun stresses that, is because we feel grateful when we receive, and the universe gives. So when we feel gratitude, we match the frequencies of the universe. The giver and the receiver become one in that moment. So always feel gratitude, and feel gratitude for things that you don't physically have, because once you connect with the universe through gratitude, you connect with the quantum field, or that layer of energy that connects the physical world with the pure spiritual. All possibilities exist within that field. It's infinite. And if you can feel gratitude for something that hasn't happened yet, and you make it real enough in your mind, and you open up to enough compassion to connect with the fields enough, you begin to create it in the physical reality. That's when those amazing synchronicities happen, where you show up in a completely different way and people respond to you completely differently, conducive to manifesting your dreams. All that starts to happen through gratitude. And you increase the frequencies of the heart, and that becomes contagious. That's a good virus. So the more people that do this, the easier it's going to be for everybody to open your heart. And when your heart's open and you feel soul and spirit, you just can't hurt others. It's just impossible to do. You can't hold on to a grudge. You can't hold on to your past anymore. It's literally impossible to do that. And how many of us get held back in our lives by replaying past events, or thinking about what person screwed us, or what our mothers or fathers did to us? And if you do this, you can completely let that go. And how liberating is that? So I'm going to leave you guys on that note. And thanks everybody that came by. And for Thursday, we're going to upload a video. What video am I uploading on Thursday? I just freaking shot the thing. Well, don't mind me. I'm a little out of it after my transmissions, but I do remember such that it's a law of attraction video. But honestly, at this moment, I can't even remember what the video I just shot like yesterday or 2 days ago. Oh my goodness. Well, you'll have to take my word on it. It's a good one. um, oh, now I remember. It's about timing. It's about astrological timing, numerological timing. And people do law of attraction and completely disregard what's going on. Meanwhile, the movement of the planets, the movement of the moon, all of that is basically a reflection on what's happening energetically. So this video will teach you how to work with those astrological ties to make your law of attraction work more powerful and actually work. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for helping me to remember. And thank you, everybody, for being here. So we're going to end broadcast now. And feel free to come back and do this. You can do this 40 times if you want. And thank you again, everybody. I love you. And thank you to the guys that work with us this evening.